Hello travelers, welcome to Lore Spire. Today we're going to be covering community update number 21, Forging Your Legacy for Baldur's Gate 3. We all know it's releasing in a few weeks. It's going to be amazing, probably the greatest CRPG of our generation. And anyways, they just dropped this update yesterday. I expect it to be the last meaningful one we get before release. Most of this is just rehashing stuff that we saw in the Panel from Hell release showcase, which was freaking amazing. Thank you to everybody who showed up whenever we live streamed it. I had so much fun. I wish we had live streamed all of them. Thanks, Matsy, for the great idea there. Yeah, we're going to hit the highlights here. There are a couple of bits of new information that we will touch on, but most of it just rehashed. Like I said, character creator, we know it's phenomenal. Very, very, very aesthetically pleasing and in-depth. Anyways, we can respec and we can multi-class, which is great. Multi-classing is not limited. There was going to be a limit on what you could multi-class into, like you would need a certain amount of dexterity or intelligence, to spec into, say, like a rogue or a wizard, but they've removed that. So anybody with any ability score can spec into any class that they want, and apparently they've even added an achievement if you spec into all of them. Anyways, you can hire mercenaries or hirelings. There are 12 of them, one for each class. Apparently their race and aesthetics are not going to be changeable, but you can respec them to play around with their builds. We can play as origin characters. We've all known that for a long time. However, getting to play as origin characters is going to be awesome. And I would definitely, almost certainly, be rolling Lae'zel or Shadowheart, if not for this guy right here, the final playable origin character, which you've probably all heard about by now, but just in case you haven't, the Dark Urge does not have to be a Dragonborn, but the one that they showed off in the Panel from Hell was. And Dragonborn definitely seems to fit the origin. Very dark. Also customizable. The only customizable origin. You can be any race, any class, any whatever you want. Very mysterious. I think this right here is where the most fun is going to be had. And a lot of that comes from this guy right here. Who is basically a demon goblin, I guess, or a goblin demon, something like that. At least that's what he looks like. His name is Thel, and he is going to be egging you on to do the darkest, most despicable, depraved things. Well, maybe gruesome's a better word. Gruesome things that you can do in the game. Anyways, I think he's going to be quite interesting, and probably the more you resist, I would imagine. Shot in the dark here, I don't actually know. Just speculating, but I would speculate that the more you resist, the more often you see this guy. Or perhaps the better you get to know him. So anyways, yeah, Dark Urge, hella fun. Gonna love that. They went all through the romances, which is really cool. I think that this is going to be the most in-depth kind of romance that or romance system that we've seen in a CRPG. Definitely seems to be leaps and bounds and leagues ahead of what we saw in like Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous here on the channel. So anyways, yeah, it seems like you're going to truly be able to interact and have the relationship, like design the relationship yourself. Maybe you can take it for an abusive turn, or you can have it be like super sweet, lovey-dovey, or you can just have it be nonchalant or, physical, sexual thing only. Anyways, it really seems like there's going to be a lot of depth here to get to know your partner in whatever way you choose to get to know them. So yeah, very, very lifelike there, at least from what they've put forth so far. We have the Mastering of the Art of Alchemy, which I'm freaking stoked for this. Now, this isn't like a drawing feature, and they do not need to have this, but I love crafting, collecting reagents, actually being able to craft potions and stuff that are usable from stuff that we find in the world. I think that's really cool. I always enjoy crafting in these games. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. It's just icing on the cake at this point, but it's gonna be some delicious icing. I expect third major villain of Baldur's Gate 3, Orin the Red. Then we have split screen co-op multiplayer, which we all knew that there was going to be multiplayer, of course, obviously. Really cool that you can get into the split screen, though. Couch co-op is freaking phenomenal. I love it. I wish more games would do this. Couch co-op Divinity Original Sin is actually what got me into CRPGs. And yeah, so good. All right, and then of course there's 174 hours of cinematics in the game, and you know, each origin character has their own specific cinematics that you can only see by playing them, and even then there are only some cinematics that you will see by making certain choices with them. So even if you played through, say, Asterion here 3 different times, you probably still wouldn't see all of his cinematics. So yeah, I guess the point I'm getting at here, an amazing number of cinematics that we'll probably never all see, or all never see. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. The last real bit of information that I want to mention is this right here, the PC Digital Deluxe, right here. The PC Digital Deluxe Edition does not include a 72-hour head start. I know there was some confusion with this. Some people were thinking, you know, like, hey, maybe we get to play the game on July 31st or August 1st or, you know, whatever. But no, the 72-hour head start is only for the PlayStation 5 players. So they will be able to start on September 3rd instead of September 6th if they have the Digital Deluxe Edition for PS5. Good to have that cleared up. A little bit of a downer, but at least now we all know. August 3rd is still almost a month ahead of what we were going to be getting it, just, 2 weeks ago or however long? So I'm super stoked for this. I know that all of you are so excited as well. Okay, we're going to try to start hitting some content on this, and we will definitely be streaming it whenever it releases, possibly even multiple playthroughs. So get excited. Let me know what you're most excited for down in the comments. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you around here playing Baldur's Gate. Playing Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be a blast with all of you. This has been Chris with LoreSpire. Be well, my friends.